Hey everyone, it's Lynn from Finds of Yesterday, and I just wanted to share with you a necklace lot that I got at an antique mall recently. So I just wanted to go through some of these pieces with you and show you how pretty they are. Look at this one. Gorgeous blue glass beaded. It's graduated beads, and it has a gorgeous box clasp on it. As you can see, it's a round box clasp, and these are all glass, and they have the AB coating on them, so that means it was created after 1955. It's really long for a vintage necklace, so probably the 60s, as well as this green one. This one has a fish hook clasp, and it's gorgeous sparkly green faceted beads, and they are, no, I don't think they're graduated. It's all just kind of like a big one, then a small one, all the way around, but it's long. So this one I'm guessing is probably the 60s as well. Then you see here we got a copper one. These copper chokers were popular in the mid-century. Not turn of the century, but mid-century, so like the 1950s. They have this little cutout on them. You can see they're kind of like a folded over type piece with a hook clasp. That one is probably a 16-inch choker. The back is just plain, but I love copper necklaces. This next one is a glass red lipstick, glass beaded, triple layered with a hook clasp. I believe this is Japan. Yeah, it says Japan on there. Let's see how sparkly and bright they are. Lovely piece. All of these are probably in the $35 range. I would try listing them at. Here's another one. This one is a double layered. This one has a lobster claw clasp on it. I feel like that's probably been restrung because both layers are slightly different. Looks like the circle beads are the same, but it just seems like it might have possibly been restrung at one time, because look at the difference in lengths. So yeah, it's still a gorgeous piece and long, nice piece. Here's another glass beaded one. This one is like a smoky quartz color. It's glass, it's not quartz. It's got the AB coating on it. So probably 1955 to 1960s. And it has the hook clasp on the end. It's got the little rhinestone beads on the findings. Another nice glass piece. This one here has got a box clasp. The box clasp usually tells you that it's an older piece, unless this box clasp was real shiny, because they do still make them today. And it's got some faux turquoise, which is probably howlite, and some Tahitian pearls, all twisted. This one's a nice piece. And next we have, looks like a Japan or Hong Kong piece. Let's see if it's marked. It is marked. Looks like Japan. And it is 5 layers. Nice pretty pink pastel. It's got some glass beads in it, as well as some acrylic, and the center one is this iridescent bead. It's pretty pretty. This one has no clasp on it. It's got these twisted glass beads, and it is knotted. I believe this may be a check piece. It's not short. It's probably 20 inches, 18 inches. So it's a little longer. It may have been redone because a lot of the older necklaces are 15 to 16 inches. And this pretty rhinestone one, it's clear rhinestones all the way to the end. Has these little tassel pearl ends on it. I'm sure they're faux pearls. And it has a lobster claw clasp on it. So this one, there's the clasp. This one's a newer piece, made to look old. This one here next to it is old. Has the old time hook clasp, which is more like a wire. It has an AB coating on it, which is hard to see on this background. See the pretty blue AB rhinestones? But look how the rhinestones are set on the bottom. This is a very similar thing to what Juliana does. They put their rhinestones angled upwards along the chain going up the necklace. This is not a Juliana piece, but it is very similar. You can see the back here. It's just solid, they're not open. Next we have a white milk glass, multi-layered, 4 layers with different sized beads, and a real pretty, nicely done box clasp with a little white bead on the center. And it just is kind of a twisted, layered necklace. Next is a West German. Look at these cool plastic beads. These are all framed out in a gold tone scroll-like. You can hear the difference. The plastic ones are just don't really have much sound, but you hear the glass. They have a higher pitched when you clink them together. But this one has a nice box clasp on the end. And it's marked Western Germany around the center of the box clasp. This one I probably will sell for, I'll probably put it up at 35. Even though it's plastic, West Germany ones do real well. And this one is another milk glass one with these interesting little shaped, almost like arrow shaped. It's probably a choker. It looks like it's going to be about 16 inches long. And it has the hook clasp on the end. And you can see it's kind of molded. There's these other beads in between. Over here we have some more. You can see better on the white background. This one is a beautiful blue glass. See, the end is a barrel clasp. Now this barrel clasp is a lot older. I've never seen a barrel clasp like this. You can tell that it's an older piece because of that clasp. Plus you can see the string is really old. That might be a sign that it might need to be restrung soon. Hopefully it doesn't break. And it is not knotted in between each one. It is graduated in size. And then we have this rhinestone one here that's got this scallop design. I don't normally buy clear rhinestone necklaces because they just don't sell very well. But this one has this beautiful scallop design. It would fit with so many different round neck type dresses. And let's look at the clasp. It's a fold over clasp. And the back looks like this. It's cup chain, they call it, where each rhinestone is prong set. Let me show you closely. See how they are all prong set? Next we have this beautiful rhinestone on gold tone. And it has a different type of clasp. it has this S hook, which may be a regular hook. It just looks bent. I don't know if it might supposed to be like that. Let's flip it over and see if there's a name on the back. You can see the texture on this. That means it's newer, like probably 70s, 80s. They started putting them in a press mold instead of hand making them. And we have this piece here, which looks like halite. I could be wrong on that stone though. It'd be lovely if it was Larimar, but it's not. It's a nice big chunky pendant. And these pretty stones and some glass beads. And they end it with a toggle clasp, which almost looks sterling. And then the last two are up here. This is a really pretty medallion pendant with little faux pearls, seed pearls in it, on a curb link chain frame with a heart in the middle. And see the setting. You can tell this is an older pendant. Now it is put on a snake chain, which I'm not sure that this went with it originally. It does have a spring ring clasp, but I think that it's probably been added over time. And it's really long. And then we have this last one here, which has a lobster claw clasp. It's a big one, so that big one means it's newer. It's a really nice heavy duty piece. Let me move it over here. It's really long. You can tell that it's nice made, nice quality. And it's got these double pearls. They show up on both sides if the necklace flips over on you. But yeah, that's a great piece too. And that one I'll probably list at $28.99. And then the rest are more in the $35 range. The glass beaded ones are all probably in that range. So I thought I would just share this with you, and I hope that you enjoyed it. I will see you on the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe.